Hello folks, welcome back. Today we're going to go over my last couple of things that I've painted for a paint table update on 2024. This is sort of a mix of kind of random things. There's a few things I haven't shown you guys yet, and then there's a few other things that I think you'll like. I managed to get a bunch of Dungeons and Laser stuff painted here at the end of the year. Also painted a couple of these box sets that came separately from, or I bought separately from the crowdfunding projects that I've backed with them. And they're really neat. They're really affordable models here for some of these dragons and stuff, and they make great gifts for my friends. So without further ado, let's take a look at this last batch of things that I painted for 2024. All right off the bat here, we've got some Assassin's Creed stuff. Now, I painted this back in the summer. The models are kind of so-so. There were only 5 of them, so I just kind of knocked them out. I did think that the bases were interesting and that they had this cool texture, which looks really neat, but all the bases were they were made of that plastic that's not very hard, so all the bases are kind of bowed and stuff. The sculpts actually look pretty good. I'd be curious to see what the full Kickstarter range of these looked like. This was just a little $50 box, so you got about 5 of these miniatures. And I haven't really played it. I took all the painting scheme from a little bit of the artwork. There's like 2 pictures. I basically went by to do all this. I never played Assassin's Creed, the video game, so I'm at a loss for what actually happens in this game. But the characters look fun, and they're ready to go should I decide to pick the game up. Painting white on white is more difficult than other things, so I didn't enjoy that. Up next, we start with some Dungeons and Lasers stuff. And we've got a shambling mound. I think that's what that is. I love all the people like embedded in this plant thing. I think I'm going to pull this one back to the paint table. When I got a closer look, I'm like, some of those things I painted as trunks are probably vines. So I might revisit some of the paint scheme on this one, but I was really happy with the overall how it looks. I love these nature gone wild creatures. Up next, we have some kind of priest. I don't quite remember what the name of it was. I went back through the little monster manual that they had included with this stuff and looked up for paint schemes and stuff, but I didn't look at exactly what they are. But boy, is he creepy looking. Perfect extra character in a game somewhere. Here we have a basilisk. I added a lot of green stuff to this one to get the pieces to fit right. Didn't quite fit as well as I'd hoped. I love this dude that's kind of paralyzed there at the bottom. And I was sure to paint it with as much detail as I can. I had a lot of trouble kind of lining up these pieces coming around into view now. And so there's a lot of green stuff in there and extra molds. Here we have I think he's a dwarf king riding his bear, like a war bear. This guy's really giving off some He-Man and Cringer vibes. If you watch the old He-Man cartoons and stuff. I love these mounted soldiers like this. This is really neat. Perfect NPC character for some adventure that you're likely to have in Dungeons & Dragons. Or maybe a main character if they ever make one of these guys just kind of standing on his own. Next, we have a really interesting troll. I originally painted this guy brown, like he was brown all over, and then I went and layered in the green later. So those are both contrast paints. Just green on top of brown made that really interesting color. The rosacea in the nose, I actually looked this guy up in the bestiary, and the artwork from that inspired me to go back and repaint the nose a little bit, and I gave it kind of a little rosacea there to match it. Here we have the scarecrow. And the Scarecrow was really interesting, really fiddly little model, but he came together all right. Oh, it looks like I got a big dangling hair there. I just noticed that now. But there's a lot of little details in this thing. He's a really, really cool random monster. I love the idea of the Scarecrow kind of coming to life. The feet especially were really weird and interesting. Next, we have some abominable snowmen. And these are basically the exact same model, but they did come with different horns. So they have different horns. And I love that. I love this kind of white color. I've done a lot of Sasquatch stuff and things, and they're always brown, so it was neat to see a polar version of this guy. And I really like these guys a lot. It looks like it'd be a fun battle finding these two in the woods somewhere.
Up next, we have a gargoyle, I think is what it was. And this to me looked like it was made out of rock. Maybe it was sculpted and then sort of enchanted and it's moving around. So I went the easy way out and I kind of painted it all with this sort of brownish stone color. And I think it came out pretty good. I didn't spend a lot of time on it. It's a little tiny little monster, but he looks pretty neat. This is a dragon that I painted for my friend Nace for Christmas. And this was just a single kit that I bought from Miniature Market from Dungeons & Lasers line. I don't know when they made this or anything about it really. I just know that I thought it was a really, really cool looking dragon. It's got a lot of these plastic pieces and he's got an alternative base and stuff that you can put them on. But all these blue plastic pieces you can attach to make him look like he's electrified and doing stuff. I wanted to magnetize his lightning bolts, but I couldn't quite get it to look just right. So I just went with gluing them on instead. He's a really stunning model overall, and I love the color scheme that I've got going for him with that sort of dark gray on the bottom and the light blue everywhere else. Here we have another dragon. This is the same scenario. I bought it for a friend for Christmas and decided to paint them up to present them that way. And so this guy, my friend really likes Asian-inspired mythology and stuff. Adding the wings really takes away from that. But he also really loves Trogdor. So I thought he looked a little bit more like Trogdor this way, and almost as a joke, I kind of left it there. I did a lot of experimenting with layering in this, kind of trying to transition that blue to the green. And I spent a lot of time trying to make that look realistic and interesting. This was a really fantastic model to build and paint. Very concise and easy to put together. You can do it with or without the wings, and it would look really neat. And I took a little bit different take on the paint scheme that was on the box, but this is the box that I'm holding up, and I liked it.
And folks, that's all I got for today. If you'd like to see more paint table updates, I got a bunch of those. Here's something YouTube thinks you'll like. Please subscribe. I'd love to see you again. Until next time, enjoy your games, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.